Hello and welcome to DI, your English news bulletin. I'm Esther. These are the headlines. 34 inmates at the district jail Mon have tested positive for COVID-19, while 6 staff members were also detected to be positive, bringing the total to 40 cases. As COVID-19 cases begin to decline in Nagaland and unlocking takes place, the Health and Family Welfare Department has informed that 98 samples from across the state have been sent for testing against the Delta variant. After assessing the COVID-19 situation in Nagaland, the high-powered committee has decided to slowly lift restrictions with Unlock 1 phase from July 1st to the 10th. Now for the news in details. The high-powered committee has decided to gradually unlock Nagaland and start by going for Unlock 1 from the 1st of July till the 10th of July. This was informed by the high-powered committee's spokesperson for COVID-19, Niba Kruno, on Monday, June 28th at the Secretariat Conference Hall in Kohima.
The media, Niba Kruno said that the committee held a video conference with the state's Chief Minister Nipurio on June 28 and decided to go for Unlock 1, keeping in view the situation in the state. He said relaxations have been made on 50% attendance in the government offices, while curfew is to be imposed from 7 p.m. till 4 a.m. Shops are to be opened on a rotational basis. The committee also spoke about the importance of vaccination and that it was trying to achieve the positivity rate to 5% or below, as the positivity rate stands at 9% till today. Further, schools will remain closed till further notice, he added. On additional measures, it was informed that the district task force will be creating certain measures by considering the situation. Niba Kruno informed that stringent COVID-appropriate behavior has to be followed with the relaxations.
After news of the 5 positive cases for the Delta variant of COVID-19 was detected in Mon, the Principal Director of the Health and Family Welfare Department, Government of Nagaland, Dr. Nikrile Kimau, has informed Hornbilltv that 98 more samples from across the state have been sent to ICMR Kolkata for genome testing to detect its variant, and results are still awaited. It may be mentioned that the Delta variant of COVID-19, identified in at least 85 countries, is the most transmissible of the variants identified so far, and it's spreading rapidly among unvaccinated populations, the WHO chief has also warned. In this regard, the Principal Director has maintained that as long as there is intensified vaccination across the state and majority of the population is vaccinated, it shouldn't be of concern. He informed that the positivity rate is 8.5% as of now compared to before vaccines were administered. Once the rate reaches 5%, the state should be comfortable, he said. All efforts are taking place in all districts for vaccination progress, he informed. Earlier this month, out of 252 samples sent to ICMR Dibrugarh from Mon, 5 were tested to detect the type of variant, and all proved to be the Delta variant. A highly reliable source from the Health and Family Welfare Department in Mon informed this channel that the 252 samples were from contact tracing of 1 person only, and that they wanted to study the type of variant. The source stressed that it is a variant of concern, as labeled by the WHO and the Government of India, with more severity, and expressed 100% certainty that a majority of the positive cases in Nagaland will be carriers of the Delta variant of COVID-19 if sent for genome testing. The Mon district authorities have arrested all the 6 individuals accused of sexually assaulting a 15-year-old girl on June 20 at Langmaing village in Mon.
The district's additional police superintendent, Longpok, told Hornbilltv that members of the public are saying that the accused individuals are not minors, but according to documents, they apparently are juveniles, for which they have been kept at an observation home. Additional sources said that the police wanted to ascertain the age of the accused, for which they approached the church for birth certificates, but the institution reportedly declined to do so.
An official from the district hospital Mon has informed Hornbilltv that 34 inmates from the district jail in Mon have tested positive for COVID-19, while 6 other staff of the jail also tested positive, bringing the total to 40. The official informed that on June 8, 2 inmates were brought to the district hospital and were tested to be positive. Through contact tracing, 91 samples were sent for RT-PCR testing at ICMR Dibrugarh, out of which 68 were of the inmates, 37 returned positive, and 3 others were later tested again. Moving further to more news, to work out on remedial measures with regard to the perennially poor network connectivity in Zunheboto district, an emergency meeting initiated by district administration was held on 28 June. With the telecom service providers, consumer rights organizations, Sumi Student Union, Zunheboto Range Students Union and Zunheboto Government College Students Union. Additional Deputy Commissioner Mwalung Kumar gave an overview of the existing network connectivity in the district, the grievances being faced by the students and public, and the complaints received by his office with regard to the persistent poor network connectivity. President CRO Zunheboto Anthony Aye raised concern over the same issue and warned the case to be registered, exercising the consumer rights if the network problems isn't solved. Tokavi Asumi, President ANPSA, lamented since the online education was incepted, the schools in Zunheboto district face a dropout percentage of 15 to 20% during last year HSLC and HSSLC exam. And as per the data he collected, he added that during the midterm examination, there were only 50 to 60% of students that could appear their online exams. It was learned that the mobile towers, DG backups and its provisions weren't being utilized, and the area manager of different telecom service providers weren't stationed in the district. The telecom service providers cited the lack of adequate mobile towers and instances of OFCs being damaged due to the ongoing road construction. It was decided that the telecom service should pursue installation of additional towers, properly trained technical personnel to be stationed at and all the telecom service providers to ensure that all towers are provided with sufficient battery backup and DG provisions, and a review meeting to be conducted after a month. On due time, the telecom providers were asked to sort out the prevailing problems and warn the actions to be taken in case of lapses. Ahead of the Summer Olympics to be held at Tokyo, the government of Manipur announced cash rewards for prospective medal winners at the Olympics from Manipur. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh announced that the state government would hand over cash award of Rs 1.2 crore to gold medal winners, Rs 1 crore for silver medal winners, and Rs 75 lakhs for bronze medal winners at the Tokyo Olympics from the state. The Chief Minister made the announcement during the launching of Selfie Point to cheer Indian Olympic contingents in a solemn function held at Chief Minister's Secretariat today. Singh also said that the government would provide a cash incentive of Rs 25 lakh to all the 5 participants who are representing the country in Tokyo Olympics. Expressing confidence that the state athletes would win medals for the country, he wished success to all the 5 athletes on behalf of the people of Manipur. The Imphal East District Administration has revved up its COVID-19 vaccination program in the district. Apart from hospitals and health centers, the district administration has opened vaccination centers in all the 15 assembly constituencies of the district. Out of 3 lakh population who are eligible to take the vaccine, a total of 1,29,291 have got their jabs, making it 41%. The district vaccination officer in charge, Pooja Ilangbam, also visited various vaccination sites on Monday and appealed to the people to come forward for vaccination. The Supreme Court on Monday closed the case related to extension of time after noting a trial court in Goa has completed the trial by rendering acquittal verdict in the sexual assault case against Tehelka magazine founder Tarun Tejpal.
On May 21, a trial court of Mapusa town of Goa acquitted Tejpal, the former editor-in-chief of the Tehekal magazine, in the case where he was accused of sexually assaulting his then-woman colleague in a lift of a five-star hotel in Goa in November 2013 when they were attending an event. The state has also filed an appeal in the case. The apex court in October last year had extended till March 31, 2021 the time for completing trial in the sexual assault case at the request of the trial judge. The Goa government had also earlier moved the top court seeking extension of time to complete the trial. The trial is concluded and now no order is required on extension. A bench of justices Ashok Bhushan, Vinit Saran and M.R. Shah said while closing the case.
India successfully carried out a test firing of a new missile of the Agni series known as Agni Prime off the coast of Odisha on Monday, said government sources.
India successfully carried out the test firing of a new missile of the Agni series known as Agni Prime at 10:55 am today off the coast of Odisha, sources said. The new nuclear-capable missile is fully made up of composite material and it was a textbook launch, the sources said. As per Defense Research and Development Organization (DRDO) officials, Agni Prime is a new generation advanced variant of the Agni class of missiles. On July 25, DRDO had successfully test-fired enhanced range versions of indigenously developed 122 mm caliber rocket from a multi-barrel rocket launcher at Integrated Test Range, Chandipur, off the coast of Odisha. On July 24 and July 25, DRDO had also successfully test-fired an extended range version of indigenously developed Pinaka rocket from MBRL at ITR Chandipur off the coast of Odisha.
In other news, the Supreme Court on Monday declined to stay the Delhi High Court order allowing private, unaided schools to collect annual fee and development charges from the students for the period after the lockdown ended in the national capital the previous year.
Bench headed by Justice A.M. Khanwilkar said that it was not inclined to stay the order. The bench, also comprising Justices Dinesh Maheshwari and Aniruddha Bose, reiterated that it is not inclined to stay the High Court order and asked Singh to raise these contentions before the bench scheduled to hear the matter on July 12. The bench in its order said that considering that the division bench is hearing the matter on July 12, all contentions remain open and be raised before the division bench, and the dismissal of the petition does not reflect upon the merits of the case.
Travelers vaccinated with Covishield may not be eligible for the European Union's Green Pass that will be available to use from July 1. Many EU member states have started issuing the digital vaccine passport that will enable Europeans to move freely for work or tourism.
The immunity passport will serve as proof that a person has been vaccinated against the coronavirus disease, has recently tested negative for the virus, or has the natural immunity build-up from earlier infection. While the European Union had earlier said that member states should issue the certificates regardless of type of COVID-19 vaccine, the technical specifications of the Green Pass indicate the obligation would be limited to vaccines that have received EU-wide marketing authorization. At present, 4 vaccines have been approved by the European Medicines Agency that can be used in the EU member states: Comirnaty, Pfizer, BioNTech, Moderna, Vaxzevria, AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson. Covishield, a version of AstraZeneca COVID vaccine manufactured by Pune-based Serum Institute of India, has not been approved by the EMA for the European market since AstraZeneca's Vaxzevria is already in use. However, member states have the option to accept other vaccination certificates in case the travelers have received COVID-19 vaccines not approved by the EMA.
Kohima has been ranked 10th out of 100 smart cities and certified enabled in the Data Maturity Assessment Framework 2.0, which was announced by the Ministry for Housing and Urban Affairs during the 6th anniversary celebration of the Smart City Mission, Amrut and PMAY Urban on the 25th of June.
Briefing media person's Chief Data Officer Kezoshole Dwetso informed that Kohima is the only smart city in the Northeast region to make it to the top 10 and shares that 10th position with 2 other cities. She said that the Data Maturity Assessment Framework (DMAF) is an initiative of the ministry. The Smart Cities Mission launched the Data Smart Cities strategy in February 2019 as a roadmap for harnessing the potential of data to address complex urban challenges across 100 cities. To successfully implement this initiative, the DMAF was also launched to encourage cities to strengthen their data infrastructure and facilitate them in assessing their readiness and maturity on data. Kohima Smart City has completed Cycle 1 and Cycle 2 of the Data Maturity Assessment Framework and is proud to be among the enabled cities such as Surat, Bhopal, Ahmedabad, Chennai and Thane, she added. She said that continued proactive participation of various departments and citizens will be necessary to make Kohima a truly connected data smart city. Another assessment of cities regarding climate change preparedness was also released during the occasion. In this, Kohima was rated 2 stars out of maximum 5 stars in the Climate Smart Cities Assessment Framework 2.0, it was informed. The ministry's evaluation was based on various assessment criteria, she said.
Parliament Standing Committee on Information Technology is scheduled to hold a meeting on June 29 to hear the views of Facebook India and Google India on safeguarding citizens' rights and prevention of misuse of social online news media platforms.
The committee has called the representatives of 2 IT giants to register their views on the matter. Earlier on June 18, the committee had called Twitter to appear before the panel to give representation on how to prevent misuse of social media and online news. On June 20, India's permanent mission at the United Nations had clarified that India's new IT rules are designed to empower ordinary users of social media and that they were finalized after the government held broad consultations with civil society and other stakeholders in 2018. The central government has framed the Information Technology, Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Media Ethics Code Rules 2021 New IT Rules and notified the same on February 25, 2021. The rules have come into effect from May 26, 2021.
A team of Kolkata police on Monday conducted a raid at the residence of accused Debanjan, who allegedly organized fake COVID-19 vaccination camps impersonating an IAS officer in the city.
A team conducted a raid at the residence of accused Debanjan, who organized fake vaccine camps and recovered some stamps, forged documents of various departments, Kolkata police said. 3 debit cards and bank passbooks were also recovered, informed Kolkata police. Earlier, according to police, Debanjan had confessed to having organized 2 such camps in the city at City College and Kasbah. The police said that he claims that he wrote a mail to Serum Institute of India for sending Covishield. This is being verified, the police said. He also confessed to organizing 2 camps, one at City College and one in his office at Kasbah, the police said. 10 such persons have been summoned for examination or are being examined, the police said. Apart from this, the authorities are examining more people called for cross-examination, the police said. He used to write letters to various government agencies and would put receipt stamps on those letters to convince the victims, the police said. He himself would write a response to such a letter, the police added. Earlier on Friday, an SIT was informed by the police to investigate the matter 2 days after TMC MP Mimi Chakraborty was duped in the fake vaccination drive. Deb was subsequently arrested based on Chakraborty's complaint.
That's all for tonight's English News Bulletin. Do subscribe to our channel and also follow Hornbilltv Official on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Instagram. I'm Esther. Have a good evening.